don't miss out these classes. Each and every class is valuable with more concept, and don't miss out that. Okay, yes, super. Okay, ready and ready and ready. Okay, and yes, so today find yourself is, I think, our fifth C. Okay, what is the fifth C? Yes, commitment. So clarity, and then competence, and then our third C is concentrate, and fourth C is our problem, which is our constraint, and our fifth C is commitment. Okay, you need to commit yourself. You need to have a target date. Okay, I am going to study JavaScript. When you going to finish the JavaScript? Okay, I'm going to study JavaScript. I'm going to learn JavaScript in 2 months, in 60 days, in 30 days. So for, if you have a target means you can able to commit yourself. Okay, if you have a target means you can able to commit yourself. Always clear? So clear means just that I will commit myself in the chat box. Okay, clear means just that I will commit myself in the chat box. So this is our fifth C, and moreover, yes. So these are the areas you need to focus. Why Bernie is showing each and every day means, yes, because it is main concept to become a front-end developer. Okay, so data types, operators, conditionals, looping statement, mainly event and then DOM manipulation. Okay, we had seen about so many events like on-click event. Okay, so on-click event, and today we are going to see about another event. So kindly wait for that. Yes, I will commit myself. Otherwise, hopefully follow this all concept and follow each and every class and kindly take notes. Okay, so today we are going to create a login form. So before that, as usual, a small announcement. No attendance link will be there, and then more than 70% of your presence is enough to mark your attendance each day. Okay, and moreover, minimum 25 days required to get a free certificate. Use the same mail ID. And if you have any doubt means, kindly post your doubt in that community group. Okay. So don't ask during the live. I'm not going to see your doubt because I'm going to focus only on content as you asked in the first 1 and 2 3 days. Okay. Yes. Alright, clear. So announcement clear, and as usual ready means just type. Let's go with one fire emoji chat box. We will going to develop a login form first. After that, we are going to add JavaScript to that login form. Very simple concept, but it is a needed concept. We are going to see about more methods. Okay, today we are going to see about more methods and one simple event, and then our logic. Okay, we are going to apply our logic, and I created a HTML file and provide the basic structure already. Okay, provided the basic structure already. Yeah, super. Everyone, so interested and excited. Okay, let's go. Okay, I am also excited. So kindly listen carefully, take notes. Don't practice during the live session. Okay, because if you practice during the live session, you will may miss some important tips and point which I telling during the live session. Okay, so kindly focus on me only. Kindly focus on me only. Take notes. Okay, take notes. Don't do program during live. After the live, you can do your program work. Okay. Yes. So now what we are going to do is we are going to create a login form. Okay, we are going to create a login form using form tag. Okay, so using form tag, kindly listen. I will tell you slowly. I hope everyone joined up, and moreover kindly join during the starting of the class itself. Okay, starting of the class itself. Yes, and moreover listen to me. Everything will be easy if you complete the JavaScript concept means React will be easy. If not means, yes, React will not be easy. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to provide label tag. Okay, so label tag, inside the label tag I'm going to provide name, and then using input. Okay, using input tag. Otherwise, to creating a login form we had already discussed in our day 4 itself. So now I'm going to tell the concept very quickly because we need to focus on JavaScript concept. Okay, yes. So label is name, and then the input type is text. Okay, Same like that, what I'm going to do is another label here. I'm going to put the number, and then the input type is going to be only the type is going to be changed. Only the type is going to be changed. So text for writing our text. Okay, so name or whatever maybe review also. So in your Google review, you are going to provide some your Google reviews. Okay, so for that area also called as text, or there is another input type is called text area. Okay, or a tag is called text area. Okay, yes. So now input type number. Okay, so input type is number, and moreover I'm going to add another input type which is going to be submit. Okay, or guys, clear? So clear means just type one in the chat box. Right? Clear means just type one in the chat box. Very very simple. I created a simple login form with the two input type. So three input type. One is our text, and another one is our number. And if a form is definitely, so if a form is there, definitely there will be a button will be there. For the reason only, I am providing a submit type. It is a button type. Okay, so now it is a button type. Yeah, step one is clear. Very very simple. So now what we are going to do is we are going to open our website. Okay, we are going to open our website. So here what I am going to do is, kindly listen. Here what I am going to do is I am going to use the BR tag. Okay, yes. So BR tag means there will be a break between first element and the next element. Okay, here you can see, yes, name and then a break. Okay, so same like that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this break tag, and I'm going to put here. I'm going to put here, and then I'm going to put here also, and then I'm going to put here also. Okay. So now this is our website. Now this is our website. Okay. So name, number, and then submit. All guys clear? So clear means just type 2 in the chat box. Okay. Clear means just type 2 in the chat box. Using HTML, we are structuring our login form. But now today we are going to use JavaScript to verify the input which we are going to provide it. If there is no, if there is no name in the input type means our form should not be submitted. That is our need. Okay. And for example, we can see here. I'm going to provide Instagram login. Okay. I'm going to provide Instagram login. Here you can see when I click the login button, so when I, otherwise kindly listen, when I click the login button, I will zoom for you. Okay, nothing is happened. Okay, when I click the login button, nothing is happened. Why? What is the reason? Because here nothing we provide. Okay, so nothing we provide. For example, if I give the password, and provide a login, there is some message is arrived here. Okay, there is some message is arrived. What is that? Sorry, your password was incorrect. Please double check your password. Okay, so please double check your password. Yes. So this message is called as authentication. Okay, this message is called as authentication. If your password is wrong, means a new message will be arranged. Okay, if our password is correct, means yes, our login form should be submitted. So now in our hands only, in our logic only, we are going to provide. Clearly listen. I'm going to tell only one time again. Okay, we are going to check two things. Okay, we are going to check two things. Either the name is presented, either there is some value is presented in the input type or not. If not present means what should be happen? Either a number is correct or not. If not correct means what should be happen. Always clear? So clear means just type I got it in the chat box. So happily welcome each and every people. I hope everyone joined. Okay. So clear means just type I got it in the chat box. Very very simple logic. Okay. Very very simple logic. So now I am going to use another tag. Okay. I'm going to use another tag whatever may be the tag, okay, h1 tag or h2 tag, whatever may be. But what I'm going to do is here, kindly listen. Here what I'm going to do is after the, okay, after the end of first input, I am going to provide a span tag. This is one of the tag, okay, this is one of the tag. So using span tag, yes, I got it, okay, super. Clearly listen. Using span tag we can provide the short message, okay, because here you can see there is a difference between span tag and h1 tag. Kindly listen. So this is going to be span tag. Otherwise, these are the simple concept you need to understand, and these questions also asked in your interview also, okay. Kindly listen, I will show you the difference. I'm going to provide style, okay. Background color is going to be brown. Same style I'm going to copy and going to place here, okay. Now you see the difference between span and then heading. So here the heading tag cover the entire width, okay. Here the heading tag cover the entire width, but here you can see when we provide the content using span tag, it only cover the particular span only. Are you guys clear? So clear means just type super, burn in the chat box with the fire emoji. Are you guys clear? For example, if our span is like this length means, yes, the width also same span, okay, the width also same span. So this is the difference between span and other tag, okay. For the reason only here we are going to use span tag. So heading means whether it may be small or large. For example, if I provide a single dot, okay, if I provide a single dot also, it cover the entire width, okay. Yes, clear, super one, okay. I hope you got that. But while using span tag, it only cover the needed span, okay. So that is why I told you in the day one, learn from the meaning, okay. So grammatical meaning. So what is the meaning of span? Yes, span means a short span, a long span. So our division is going to be covered based upon the span of the text or the content. So this is why we are going to use span tag. Yes, I hope you got it now. So now, why Bernie you are using span tag? What is the need? Okay, so what is the need for using span tag here? What I am going to provide here means I am going to provide like no, okay, or like we can provide like kindly enter your name. Or guys, kindly listen. You will see the difference when I provide style is going to be color. So this is called as inline style. Okay, we are going to provide style inside the tag itself. This is called as inline style. I provide red color. Okay, you can see. Yes, kindly enter your name. Okay, kindly enter your name. We're going to provide a break tag here. Now see that. So whenever we submit the form, kindly listen. Whenever we submit the form, without typing a name, without typing the number, a span will be going to be erased. Okay, span will be going to be visible. So now I provided commonly. Okay, now I provided commonly, but this is going to be done using JavaScript. Okay, this is going to be done using JavaScript. Same thing I'm going to do here. Same thing I'm going to do here. What is that means? What is that means? Not here. Okay, sorry for that. Yes, here. So here what I'm going to do is kindly enter your number. Kindly enter your number. So this is going to be happen when we not enter the number and submit the form. Okay, when we not enter the number and submit the form. Okay, guys, clear? As I told you before, we are going to, so in day 8 itself I told you that we are going to create the element, we are going to name the element, we are going to select the element, we are going to change the element. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm not going to provide any text inside this span tag. Okay, so this text will be need to arise when we submit the form without providing the name. Okay, guys, clear? So clear means just type clear Barney in the chat box. Okay, clear means just type clear Barney chat box. Kindly listen. This need to be visible when we not, okay. So when we not provide the number and when we not provide the name while during submission. Okay, for the reason only we are going to use JavaScript. So now I am leaving this message simply. Okay, so now I am leaving this message simply. So there is a space for that message. There is the space for that message, but now the message is not going to be. Now the message is not going to be there. Okay. Yes. Simply we provide this space. Yes. Clear. Everyone clear? Otherwise, happy to see your interest. Okay. Kindly listen. So now what I am going to do is our second thing. Okay. First thing, we created the elements. Create the elements. Second thing, what is the second rule of JavaScript? Name the elements. Do you remember that? Or guys, do you remember these? We had seen in our day 8 itself. Okay. Yes. Name the elements. Okay. Second thing is name the elements. What I'm going to do is I am going to name the input type. Yes. Like NA. Okay. So like NA. So this ID name is going to be NA, or you can also give us username. You can also give us username. Same thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to name this input. Okay, I'm going to name this input as user number. So whatever may be the name. Okay, whatever may be the name, that is your choice. So you can provide any name. Okay, I am provided like this ID name is going to be username, and then this ID name is going to be user number. Okay. Yes. Hold on. So now what we have done is we created the element and then we named the element. Okay. So now using JavaScript. Okay. So using JavaScript. Yes, using script tag, inline script. Okay. I mean, sorry for that. Internal script. Okay. When we provide script inside the HTML file, it is called as internal script. So this also we had saw in our previous classes. Kindly listen. What I am going to do means I am going to create an function. Okay, I am going to create an function. Okay, I am going to declare the function. The function name is going to be submit form in the camel case. Okay, so no need for camel case, but if you provide camel case means it will be super. Okay, if you provide camel case means it will be super. Kindly listen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, so before declare the function, I'm going to do two things. Okay, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to declare a name, user name. Let user name equal to, I am here declaring a variable. In that variable I am going to store the value from the form. Okay sir, clearly listen. I'm going to tell you again. So let user, we are going to use let keyword. So let user name equal to, we are entering into our document. Okay, we are entering into our document. So document dot get element by ID. Okay, so get element by ID. So inside the ID is going to be, yes, user name. Okay, the ID is going to be user name. I'm going to copy that ID name and I'm going to put here. So inside the document we get the input type named username, and we are going to get the value from the input. Or guys, we are going to get the value from the input. What is mean by value? Yes, if I type Bharani means, yes, that is the value. So while submitting, my value is going to be get. Okay, so while submitting, my value is going to be get. Are you guys clear? So clear means just type okay Bharani in the chat box. Okay, clear means just type okay Bharani chat box. So this is the value. So Bharani is the value I am going to get from the login form while submitting. And then what I am going to do is and then what I am going to do is same like that, let user number. So get the value and going to store that, get the value and going to store that value in the variable username and user number. Okay. Same like that, we are going to enter in our document. So document dot get element by ID. So now the ID is going to be, I think, user number. Okay. For avoiding careless mistake, you can copy here. Okay. For avoiding careless mistake, you can copy the ID and paste it here. Okay. And what we are going to do is also get the value. Okay. So also get the value. Okay. So now you need to remember one thing. These two things it should be inside the function. Okay. Because after submission only a function is going to happen. Are you guys clear? After submit only a function is going to happen. A function is going to get the value from the document. This function submit form function is going to get the value from the document. Okay. Are you guys clear? So clear means just type one in the chat box. Okay. Clear means just type again one in the chat box. I'm waiting for you. Very simple. So what we are going to do is we are going to initiate an event. Okay. So based on event, kindly listen. Based on event, the document is going to be changed. So this is the general concept, the general rule. Okay. So the event we are going to use today is not on click event. We are not going to use button. Okay. We are going to use input type submit. The input type is present inside the login form. So inside the login form, what we are going to do is on submit event. Or guys, on submit the form is something is going to be happen. On submit the function is something is going to be happen. Or guys, clear? I hope everyone clear about that. So in function tag only we are going to provide. Kindly listen. If you okay, I will show you that. Okay, I will show you that. If we use an button means, or guys, if we use an button means we are going to provide the event inside the button. Okay, and on click event. Okay, so on click event. So we are going to either provide it directly inside the tag, or we are going to like document dot get element by ID dot on click equal to something function is going to be happen. So we have see in our day 8 itself. Okay, we can provide in our internal script also. Also we can provide in our inline script also. Okay, so by providing, by clicking the on click button, we can also tell like submit function. Okay, submit form function should be happen. So here, since it is a button, the event is going to be on click. So what you need to understand from here means, since this is a button is meant for clicking only. Right? So for the reason only, we are using on click event. Okay, so on click equal to submit form. Since it is a login form, it is not on click, it is going to be on submit. So submit the attendance form, submit the login form. Same like that. Here the event is going to be not, sorry guys, not on click, on submit. Clear? So clear means just type on submit clear in the chat box. Okay, clear means just say on submit clear in the chat box. Very simple. We understand the core idea means the program will be simple. Okay. So now what we are going to do is, yes, we are going to call the function here. Okay, so we declare the function here. Okay sir, we declare the function here, and here we are going to call the function. Here we are going to call the function. Okay, yeah, super. On submit is clear. So kindly listen, I will definitely give you a overview. Okay, so kindly listen, I will definitely give the overview of the flow. Listen everyone, we had created our login form. So if it is a form means we are going to submit the form. Okay, you provide your name and the number in your attendance form. After providing, you are going to submit the attendance form. Same like that, after entering, okay, name and then number, we are going to submit the login form. Okay, we are going to submit the login form. For the reason only, we are using the on submit event. While we on submit the form, something is going to be happen. Okay, something is going to be happen. Okay, sir. Yes. So what is that means? Kindly wait. So what is that means? So after clicking the on submit, after clicking the submit button, a function is going to be performed. Inside the function, we are going to get the value from the input. Okay. So what name is Bernie typed? What number is Bernie typed? What name is you typed? What number is you typed? After getting the value and store in the variable, okay, store in the particular variable. So after that, we are going to do is we are going to check the condition. Or guys, we are going to check the condition. Okay, clearly listen. What condition means? If, kindly listen. If while submit the login form. Okay, so while submit the login form, user name. Okay, user name is going to be empty string. Okay, so what is mean by empty string? Why I need to provide the empty string? Yes, if the user provide the, okay, user not provide the name and try to submit means something error message will be going to visible. Okay, or guys, something error message is going to be visible. Or guys, understand? So I am going to provide the condition like if there is no letter inside, if there is no letter inside, no name inside means what I am going to do is I am going to first of all, I'm going to first of all name this span tag. Okay, so id equal to, okay, so msg1, so message one. Okay, so msg1 means message one, or we can give as okay, or yes, you can able to understand. What we are going to do is we are going to first of all name this span tag, control C, and then this is going to be control V. Okay, so this is going to be message 2. Okay, when a user submit the login form without providing any name, so without name means it is called as empty string. Okay, if the user name is submitted without any value means, if the username equal to empty string means, what we are going to do is we are going into the document dot get element by id. The id name is going to be message one. Okay, the id name is going to be message one, and inside the message one, okay, guys, inside the, sorry for that, yes, so inside the message one, what we are going to provide is, inner html equal to, so now we are going to write the message. Okay, now we are going to write the message. Kindly, okay, so kindly enter, okay, so kindly enter the name. Okay, so kindly enter the name. Now you can see here, okay, so now you can see, kindly see here, because it is going to be happen very soon. I will tell you the reason. Okay, I will tell you the reason why that is happening. I'm going to submit our login form. I'm going to submit our login form without any name written here. Okay, that is means our username is going to be empty string. With there is going to be no value. Okay, when I provide submit, something is happened. You can see the kindly enter the number is visible, but not stay there. Okay, so not stay there permanently. What is the reason means? After submitting, always clear. Kindly listen. Main thing I'm going to tell you about the login form. Okay, after submitting the login form, okay, after submitting the login form, I'm again and again telling, because login form is not that much simple. Okay, so login form is easily refreshable. Okay, easily refreshable. So our output is visible. You can see the kindly enter the name here. Okay, kindly enter the name here. You can see kindly the name here, but it's not visible for long time, okay, because our form gets submitted, and refreshed, okay. For the reason only our normal HTML is visible so quickly, okay. So to overcome that, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to call an return value. I'm going to call an return value. So Barney, what is mean by return? So return means always, okay. So always a function is going to perform and return a value, okay. So what value is, yes, if, hey listen, if the name is not provided, okay, if the username is not provided and the form is submitted, means my form need not to be submitted. My form is need not to be submitted. For the reason only, I'm going to provide return false. So return false means my form is not going to submitted. So here the value is going to be false. If false means my form is not going to be submitted. If true means my form is going to be submitted. Now you can clearly see the output permanently without entering a name. Okay, so without entering name, I'm going to submit the form. Yes. Now the message is clear. At the same time, it is visible because till now my form is not submitted because I written the value as false here. Are you guys clear? So clear means just a clear Bharani Chanvas. You got that? So using return value, I'm going to stop the form submission. If the return value is true means only my form is going to be submitted. Until that, or guys, defaultly, in default, our form is so, refreshable, okay. If you provide something and submit it, our form is completely refreshable. So same like that, we can see with your any attendance link, okay. So take attendance link, put your name, and after submission, a new page will be appeared. In that page, your name is not provided, okay. In that page, your name is not provided. It is like now like a new login form. Okay, so you feel that. So feel means just a feel button itself, okay. If you put the attendance first time means after submission, our entire form will be refreshed and it will look like a new form. Same like that, when we not provide the return, okay. So when we not provide the return, so when we not stopping the form from submission, yes, it is submitted, okay. It is submitted and then refreshed, okay. It is submitted and then refreshed. For the reason only, we cannot able to continue our editing of form, okay. To continue our editing, I'm going to add the return value, and using false value I'm going to stop. And then in our else part, okay, in our else part, okay, so in our else part, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call the, sorry for that, I am going to call the same document. Please listen. I'm going to call the same document and make it as a empty string. Okay, because when you provide the name, there is going to be shown. Okay, there is no need to show anything. Okay, when if we not provide the name only, kindly enter the name should be provided. So now we can see. Now you can see I'm provided Bharani and then submit means nothing will be happen. Okay, when I provided Bharani, yeah, something, any value. So for even a simple value, okay, a simple value means our form will be submitted. But when I provide no value means, what is the no value? Empty string means this message will be shown. Yes, kindly enter the name. Are you guys clear now? So clear now means just type wow Bharani chat box. Same like that. What we are going to do is same for the number, okay. If that condition is over, the first condition is over, but our form is not yet submitted, okay. Our form is not yet submitted. Now same thing, if, okay, user number double equal to empty string. So if the number is not provided means same thing, but the ID is going to be different, okay. Yes, thank you so much guys. Wow, Barney, okay. Play listen. Now same thing, document dot get element by ID, but now it is going to be not message one. It is going to be second span tag. So that is our message 2. Okay, so second span tag. Okay, you can see message 2, and then we are going to change the inner HTML as, okay, so inner HTML as, kindly listen, equal to, what we are going to provide is kindly, okay, same message, kindly enter the number. Okay, so kindly enter the number. So now see, same thing is going to happen. We're not going to enter any name means, yes, enter the, kindly enter the name. Okay, after providing Bharani, I'm going to end submit means the form is not showing permanently. Okay, because here we are not providing the return value as false. Okay, return value as false. For the reason only we need to stopping our login form from submission. Always clear? So this is the reason we need to stopping our login form from submission. I'm going to provide return value false. Okay, so now we can see, when I not provide the name, yes, kindly enter the name. After providing name, and then I'm going to submit the form, kindly enter the number. Only after I enter the number only, so only after I enter the number only, my form is going to submitted. So this is the value of return and then return false. Okay, all guys clear? And this is our output. Okay, this is our output. So still now everyone clear? So clear means just a clear for the chat box. Same thing we can also do for our email. Okay, very simple. I'm going to copy this. Kindly wait. Copy this, and then I'm going to paste here. So number is going to be email. So this is going to be user mail. So this is going to be user mail, and then this is going to be message 3. Okay, this is going to be message 3, and then here you can see same thing. I am going to copy this, or I will type you. Okay, I will type that. So let user mail equal to, same like the document dot get element by id. The id name is going to be user mail. Okay, so id name is going to be user mail. You need to copy this and you need to paste here for avoiding careless mistake, and then we are going to get the value from the third input. Okay, we are going to get the value from the third input. Same thing I'm going to done here. And in our else part also, we can leave the message as empty. Okay, message 2 as empty. Same thing I'm going to done here. I'm going to copy the if else. I'm going to copy the if else, and then I'm going to paste here. If user mail, okay, if user mail equal to empty string, kindly enter the mail. Okay, so kindly enter the mail, and message 2 is going to be message 3, and then same thing message 3. Now you can see our output, very simple. When I not type the name, yes, kindly enter the name is erased. Okay, and then after typing the name, I am submitted, kindly enter the number. So after enter the number, you can also customize it based on length of the number. Okay, you can get the length of the number, and then you can compare with it. If a number is less than 10, okay, so the length of the number is less than 10 means it is not a valid number. Okay, because our phone number needs 10 number. Okay, you can also provide logic like that also. And then after submitting, we can see kindly enter the email, and I'm going to type something. Okay, I'm going to type something and submitted. You can see the message, please include an at in the email address. Okay, I included an at, and then submitted. Please enter a part following at is incomplete. So we need to provide like in a Gmail format. Okay, if we only provide Gmail only means, so Varni, where did the logic came? It is a default logic, okay? While we are using email input type, it is the default login. Yes, now our form is completely submitted. You can also provide like, so now we can also add like return. So if every condition is satisfied, you can provide return true. After return true, what I'm going to provide is the another method. Okay, so alert method. In alert method, another twist. Okay, here there is going to be another twist. Name, number, and then Bharani at gmail.com. Okay, so Bharani at gmail.com. Submitted. Where is the alert message? Okay, guys, can you listen? We provided the alert message, but the alert message is not come. Okay, the alert message not come. Reason is, while we provide the return true, our function is ended there. Okay, okay, sir. When the return true statement is executed, our function is ended there. Otherwise, one of the main concept to do this mistake in a big development area. Okay, while we providing the return true value, after that any line. Okay, so after that no line should going to be executed. Okay, for the reason only, what I'm going to do is control X and I'm going to provide the alert message over the return value. So now we can able to execute this. Okay, in our JavaScript we can either provide colon or not need to provide semicolon. Okay, we can provide colon semicolon also, and we can also not provide semicolon also. That is not the problem, but here your understanding need to be, after providing return true, the next lines are not going to be run. Okay, the next lines are not going to be run. So now you can see our alert message. Okay, so this is going to be a complete form. I'm going to submit. Okay, kindly enter the name. I enter the name. Okay, after submitting, kindly enter the number. Okay, I'm going to enter the number. Okay, so now kindly enter the email. I'm going to enter the email. I entered all three. Now what I'm going to do is submitted. Here you can see form is submitted. Okay, and alert messages appeared. After clicking OK only, our form is going to be refreshed, because here you can see after the alert message only, our form is going to be submitted completely. Okay, sir, understandable. So understand means just type easy Varni in the chat. Okay, after clicking OK only, our form is going to refresh and new form is going to be appeared. Yes. So these are the simple logic form. Now we can delete the dot messages here. We can leave the span message empty. Okay. So it is invisible now. It is invisible now. Only appear when we not provide the name. Okay. So name is provided, number is provided, email is provided. When we submitted, alert message also shown. After clicking OK, the return value is going to be true. After the return value is true, the form is submitted. So if you provide the return value false means the form is never going to be submitted. Okay. Hope you understand the value and the process of return value. So without return, our form will be refreshing each instance. Okay, our form will be refreshing each instance or each submit. Okay, yes. So we are using the return false for prevent from submission. And another simple method is there. You can also provide. Yeah, so many people ask that in our input type, another argument is there, which is nothing but required. So if you provide the required, okay, if you provide the required means, you need to, okay, you need to definitely must fill your input, okay. So this is called as required. You can also use required, okay. Okay, simple. In some login form, you can able to skip some input type, okay. For example, you can skip your address, you can skip your address, but you can never able to skip your name, okay, because they provided it is must required, okay, it is must required. So many people insisted in the chat box, yes. So we are going to provide the attribute required, okay. So this is used by HTML, okay. This is developed by using HTML, but this logic is going to be used using JavaScript. We are going to provide, we are going to make our login form interactive. This just a login form, okay. But when we submitted, you can see, please fill in this field. This is called as required, okay. After provided the submitted, here also it is shown that please fill in this field, okay. I'm going to provide some number. After submitting, please fill in this field. So this is with the help of HTML, okay. With the help of HTML, this is another format. Always clear? So clear means just type clear one in chat box. And this is the purpose of JavaScript, okay. This is the purpose of JavaScript. So without return value, we cannot able to prevent our login form from submission, okay. Without giving required also. Now I'm going to tell you the another one simple method. What is that means, okay? So what is that means in our number I'm going to add an in our number I'm going to add an another if, okay, another if, okay. So I'm going to make this as else if, okay. I'm going to make this else if you can see, and another method called is nan, okay. So is nan of user number, okay. So what is Bernie is nan? Can you explain this? Can you explain me, miss? Kindly wait. Is nan means, organizer, is nan means not a number, okay. So before that we are facing a problem that so we are not going to enter the number. So that is our main problem. So yes, that is our main problem. But now the problem is, what if kind listen, learn.novitechaudio.com. So in our input type number, I am going to type, okay. Sorry for that. I'm going to type some name, okay. I'm going to type some name. Okay, I'm going to type some name, okay. For example, so E is there and R is there and some, okay. So here you can see that E is there, okay. Here you can see that E is there. So for the reason only, if the return statement, okay, if the returned value is not a number, okay, is not a number, is a method, okay. Or yes, if the user number is not a number, you can understand now. If the user number is not a number means we are going to provide the same thing, okay. We are going to provide the same thing, but what we are going to write is kindly enter valid number, okay. Kindly enter valid number, okay. We are going to write like, so first of all kindly enter the number, okay. So first of all kindly enter the number, and second thing is going to be enter valid number. This is also one of the type, okay. This is also another type. This method is called as, okay, this method is called as is nan, okay. Is not a number. If the provided value is not a number means, you can see that E, I provided E, okay, and then I'm submitted, okay. So we are going to provide Barani and then submitted. Please enter a number. So here, as we provide the required method, it is so like please enter the number. Okay, I'm going to enter another number and submitted. Yes, here also it is shown that by defaultly please enter a number. Okay, I'm going to enter a number. So now we are going to kindly listen. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'm going to remove the required here. Okay, okay guys, kindly listen. I'm going to remove the required here. So after remove the required, you can see the output like yes. Okay, name is written and the number what I'm going to provide is E. Okay, so E is not a number. E is not a number. So when I provide this submit button, okay, when I provide this submit button, okay, it is not required. Okay, it is not required. For the reason only it is not shown. Okay, wait for that. I will delete the entire HTML thing. Okay, I will delete the entire HTML thing. You can ask me, Barney, what is the purpose? Okay, so what is the purpose? We need to use JavaScript. By using required itself, it is perfect. Okay, by using required itself, it is perfect. But without JavaScript, we cannot able to prevent our login form from submitted. Okay, for the reason only we are using JavaScript, and then we are providing alert messages also. So these are the advantages of adding JavaScript. Okay, so now I'm going to submit. Kindly enter the name. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to again submit. Kindly enter the number. But now what I'm going to do is instead of number, I'm going to provide and text. Okay, so provide and text and then going to submit the form. Yes, here you can see please enter a number. Okay, so please enter a number that is defaultly provided by the HTML itself. But you can also see that without the default one, we can also provide the isNaN method also. Okay, clear? This is one of the type. Okay, and moreover, you can use this method. You can use this method in your upcoming logic also. So kindly make note of it. So clear? So isNaN is not here applicable because the default one is also provided. So since there is a default one, it is not valid here. Okay, or guys understand that it is valuable but not here. But this method is valuable in your future uses. Kindly note down it. Is not a number. Okay, user number is not a number. That is meaning. So clear. So clear means just type clear bar in the chat box. Very simple thing. So what is the purpose of these classes means you need to go through in your logical thinking. Okay, so these are the logical thinking. What is the logical thinking? Yes, we are thinking our form is submitted frequently. Okay, for the reason only provide the written statement and then prevent the form from submission using return false. Same like that, we using required method. We are using required method and then we are using JavaScript to provide a new text. Okay, JavaScript to provide a new text when the condition is not here. So this is called as logical values. Okay, always clear? I hope you understand and get more value from today. So don't worry about the coding. This is your first day of seeing this concept. If you take note and keep practicing means it is very simple for you. So even a 2-year developer also, even a 3-year developer also, even a 20-year developer also, without practicing, they cannot be able to create a website. Okay, clear about that? So do practice, join every day. This class is for you. And no attendance list. So kindly follow this. No attendance link is there. More than 70% of your presence is needed to mark your attendance. And then join our community group to clarify your doubts. Okay, so whatever doubts you get today, kindly post in that community group. And moreover, another members kindly go through your fellow members doubt. If you are ready and if you are confident in your answer, you can also assist and you also clear the doubt of others. Okay, always clear? So thank you so much. See you soon. Our class is ended. So kindly go through on the logic. Okay, so thank you so much guys. Bye bye and happy end. Okay.